So you just learned rails, or maybe you can do a 270 off or a front swap and you want to step it up a little bit. In today's video, we're going to cover 7 intermediate rail tricks you can learn on skis. The first trick is going to be a K-fed. K-feds are an absolute classic. So what a K-fed is, it's a front swap, back 270 out. So you basically just keep your momentum going after the front swap and do a continuing 270 out. If you slide a right foot forward and you spin left like me, you might be a little worried because you're going to be doing an unnatural 270 out. The key to this is after the front swap, you just want to keep your momentum going and keep turning over your shoulder and use the momentum of the front swap to get the unnat 270 out. Or it might be natural for you depending on how you ride. Such a fun trick to do. We can try another one here. So the key for that trick is just to keep the momentum going, and you'll have a lot easier time getting that last 270 out. So the second trick we're going to learn is a back swap front 2. Some people call it a Brittany. This is similar to a K-fed where you want to keep your momentum going. And this trick's going to be a lot easier if you're really comfortable with the back swaps already. And then just keep your momentum going to get that front 2 out. The hardest part about that trick is the back swap. But if you're having trouble with the front 2, what you can do is just swing your arms uphill and it will force your body to go uphill to get the front 2 around. So the third trick we're going to learn is going to be a front swap pretz 2. It's called a pretzel because we're going to do the front swap and then you're going to pretzel, spin the other direction and do a front 2 out. If this is your first pretzel, you're going to want to really understand how pedaling works. Since we're doing a front 2, we're going to push our heel down, lift our toe up and swap, and then we're going to do the exact same thing just in the other direction. And for this trick you want to go relatively slow to make sure you have enough time to do the swap. The cool thing about that trick is it's not very intimidating because you can always see the landing. So the fourth trick we're going to learn is going to be a front 4. You want to be really comfortable with front 2s to do a front 4, and then when you're on the rail you're going to smash your heel down because you really want to grip the rail hard, and then wind up, and then you're going to keep turning around your shoulder kind of like in a 360 until you see the landing. And for this you want to pick a feature that has a little bit of a drop so you have enough time to get the 4 around. Big wind up. A front 4 will really test how fast you can spin, but they're pretty fun once you learn them because a front 2 you always have to revert after it, but a front 4 you can just keep riding. So the fifth trick we're going to learn is going to be switch tails. Switch tails is when you hop on the rail, then your tails go over first. Switch lip is the opposite. Switch lip is when your nose go over first. I think switch tails is the harder one to learn, but if you want to learn how to switch lip, you can look at my first 5 ski tricks to learn on rails video. You can watch it after this one. The key to switch tails is just to be super patient, and you want to let your tails, it almost feels like they're going to run into the rail, and then you pop and get over the rail. Because if you pop too early, you're probably not going to get on the rail enough. Remember to be patient. Super fun trick to learn, and it progresses pretty quick. Once you get good at switch tails, you can start doing your switch tails too. We'll do another switch tails here. You might have better luck doing it on a down rail like this. So the sixth trick we're going to learn is a backslide. A backslide is when you ski with your back foot on the rail only. This is one of my personal favorite tricks. The big fear with the backslide is that you're going to slip and crash out on your hip. To get over that fear, just realize that if you ever feel like you're going to slip out, you can put your foot down at any time. For this trick, I want to get on the rail as smooth as I can, because if you get onto the rail with a lot of impact, then it's going to slam your other foot down. Another thing is you want to lean just slightly back on your back foot, but not too much. And you want to learn this trick going relatively slow, because if you learn it going really fast, you're never going to get down the balance of it, and you're just going to blindly stick your foot up. So you're never going to be able to do this trick on longer rails. You can learn this trick to either forward or switch. I think doing it to switch is easier, but you might as well learn both ways. When I do it to forward, I don't stick out my foot as much. It's a little bit lower, and then my upper body's a little more facing forward. So we'll do one to forward here. We're When you're doing it to switch, you can lift up your foot a little more. So the 7th trick we're going to learn is going to be a 270 on. A lot of people get scared of this trick because they have to land unnatural. It helps if you can do unnatural slides, but you don't have to know them to do a 2 on. Common mistake people make when they learn 270 on is they're so worried about getting the 2 on that they come in at an angle and then they just end up jumping over the rail. So you want to come in straight to the rail, and then you're going to pop, wait till your nose to get over, and then you're going to snap the 270 around. So we'll do a disaster 2 here. And remember to lean a little more forward on your front foot once you land anything, because it's a little common to slip out too. And don't get discouraged with this trick, because 2s on take a lot of time to master and really get well. This is probably more of a realistic feature to try onto, so we'll try it on this down tube here. If these tricks were too hard for you, click this video up here. And if this video helped you, leave a like and a comment. Peace.